Hi guys, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another video of my latest restoration. This video will give you an idea of what I do when I do my restorations and actually show you how the machine in action and how to set it up. If you haven't yet already done so and you like these videos, please click on the subscribe button down below the video. And also, relatively new is magicpachinkorestorations.com. So if you just simply add a .com to the Magic Pachinko Restorations, you'll find my new website. All sorts of information there and pictures of the latest machines and so on and so forth. So today's video features this Sanyo machine. I do not know the date the inspection sticker was destroyed, so I couldn't get a date off of it. My guess is probably 1976. This has been fully restored, including a new playfield. Most of the restorations that I do include a new playfield. As machines of this vintage, typically the playfields were in kind of rough shape. They were faded, they were water damaged, so on and so forth. So everything gets stripped off the machine, it gets broken down to its most basic parts, and everything gets dealt with, cleaned, and then reassembled. So it's a pretty machine. It's got some interesting attractions to it, interesting tulips, a little different type of tulip on these machines. These are the typical open and close this way, but these are pay pockets that will actually do this when the ball goes through. So it's kind of an interesting, this will spin, so it's pretty cool. So there's also a ball, a window here that you can see the balls in the queue that are in the hopper. So obviously if you don't see any balls there, you know you need to put some more in. Red light would come on when there are no balls in the machine or low, and then the yellow light comes on when you do get a win. So with all of my restorations, I've included a 12-volt power supply. These just plug in, and when we plug this in, you will see the this bulb is on. It's shining through the red lens out front. Yeah, I'll turn it around in a minute. You'll see it, so that says, hey, there's no balls in the machine. So a couple of things when you go to set this machine up. This little red set of fingers here is a maintenance item. If this were down, it would only let the balls go to this point. From a user perspective, you always want this open and let the balls go through the system. I leave them there just because it's an authentic piece of the machine. These pieces of plastic here, when they're in this position, they create a bridge for the balls to go around and into the jackpot. When this is pushed over, it allows these legs to swing up like this, and all of the balls that are up in this area are now going to drop down through this chute all the way down and exit the machine. So that's how you would clear the balls out. So when you get the machine, you want to make sure that this has been pushed over and these legs are hanging vertically, not like this. So you just push this over, they'll drop and go into the vertical position. That's where you want them to be when you start. So right now the machine is ready to be loaded with balls, so we'll dump some balls in. As I tell all my customers, Pachinko machines are designed to be full of balls all the time. So the more balls you have, this can be filled right up to the top. It'll take 5, 6, 7, 800 balls, and I recommend that you have at least 300 to 500 for your machine. If you're purchasing a machine that doesn't come with any Pachinko balls, they're pretty easily gotten on eBay. Make sure you do get Pachinko balls rather than ball bearings, but at least get 300 to 500. You'll also need a catch basin similar to this that would be in this position. Losing ball is going to exit the machine out of this chute, and a winning ball drops down through this chute here and exits the machine. So now we've got all the balls in the machine. The one other thing we need to do before we start to play is make sure that the seesaw is in the correct position. This is called the seesaw chamber, and in here is a piece of plastic. Right now it's on a down angle like this. It's called the seesaw. It should be like this to start the machine. To get it there, there's a little plunger underneath. You simply push up and it brings the seesaw into the correct position. So what happens with a pachinko machine is it's loaded, there's balls in the jackpot chamber ready to go. When a ball enters the machine as a win, they all end up in the same place. They travel down to the end of the seesaw. They would go right into this end of the seesaw. The weight of the ball tips the seesaw. The ball exits the seesaw, continues down this chute right here. And right here, this gray piece of or white piece of plastic is the end of the jackpot arm. So when a winning ball goes in, this swings out of the way. It allows the jackpot arm to go down because of the weight of the ball on it. It will push this rod up and transfer over here and activates this and lets the 14 winning balls go out of the machine. Then the winning ball drops out and the whole system resets itself. So if you ever get a win and the machine does not pay out, you immediately want to stop, turn around, and quite often you're just going to look in this area. You'll see a ball stuck here, and you can work the paper clip. This is called the paper clip right here, this piece of metal. You can work that or wiggle that, and that ball will drop out and the machine will reset. So it's not a big deal. You just don't want to continue to play because all it does is just keeps jamming balls up into the inside the machine. So right now this machine is ready to play. Okay, so we're going to put some balls for play in this and then return this to the back side of the machine to catch the balls. The nice thing about Pachinko is anybody can play it of any age, any physical capability. As long as you can do this, you can play Pachinko. Notice when I did that, nothing happened. It won't launch a ball the first time. It takes one cycle to get balls inside the machine. So second time here, it will launch a ball. And we got a win right away. So when the tulips are open, they're a much larger target. When they're closed, they're a little bit tougher to get the ball into. But I'll launch a bunch of balls here and you can see the machine in action. Now I wanted to stop at that point. There were multiple wins. I noticed 2 balls went right down through the center, and when that happens, it will also open the tulips, which again makes it easier to win. So if you can get balls to go down through the center attraction, it's always good because it will open up the tulips and make it an easier target. So if you have any questions regarding this particular machine, please don't hesitate to call me. Visit the website. You can contact me there. Hopefully this will make a nice addition to a man cave or just someplace in your home. Your family will enjoy it for many years to come. So I'll just leave you with some Pachinko action. Thanks for watching.